Shout out to the best community in Rainbow Six Siege. Welcome back to the Rainbow Six U.S. Nationals. I'm your boy Billy, and I'm here with my man Stokes. It's been a while. Last time we cast it was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's been
like a year.
It's been a minute.
I want to cry.
If I can say that from the South, it's been a really hot minute. It's been
a hot minute. Exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, we actually have a great day ahead of us. Let's go ahead and take a look at our schedule, the matches that we have coming up. We're going to have Rogue going against the Pittsburgh Embers, and up next, Stokes, you've casted these two teams a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be Two-Face versus R-Bad. Should be very interesting. And actually, all of these teams that we have tonight have been on the desk before, and all of them trying to make their way back.
I would actually say this might be the most exciting night we had for USN.
Yeah.
I really love these matchups. I love the rosters, and I love the teams. But also, for those of you at home, feel free to join the discussion. Go ahead on Twitter and utilize the hashtag R6USN, where you can talk about the matchups, ask us questions, talk about anything in regards to this program. And also, the Venmo call out. I wasn't here when it was made, but I saw people win a lot of money.
Yeah, let me tell you, guys, $700 cash prize. Let me tell you, $700 pool. You can win $500 for first place, $100 for second and third using the hashtag Venmo Community Spotlight on Twitter to talk about that. And if you want to enter one of your own videos, it's not from here, it's yours, the community's. Go to that link below. Give them your YouTube link, and you could possibly win some cash in your Venmo account.
So let me get this straight. Anyone can enter.
Oh, yeah, anybody.
It could be a fun
Except me,
clip,
I'd beat all of you. I'm telling you.
Okay,
I got a clip.
That good.
No, it's not even that. I got a clip above all clips. Like, it's just one clip.
Can we enter?
I wish. I'd win that $500 real quick.
I'm broke. I'm a broke caster, so I need the money.
It's a one tap through the front door of Oregon where I'm looking at my webcam, and I just count 3, 2, 1, and I click, and I kill the guy out the front door.
So you pulled a Macy J.
Sure.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But let's go ahead and jump right into things. Let's take a look at the rosters that will be playing tonight. I believe our first matchup will be Rogue against Pittsburgh Embers. And on the Rogue side of things, for those of you tuning in for the first time ever, this is the 2018 U.S. Champions, Team USA. We have Slash Hug, Vertical, the Slayer, Shuttle, Easily, and also Eclipse.
Yeah, coming off of the victory at Valencia, this roster's actually been looking really, really good. They were looking great yesterday as well. So let's see if they can finally put the nail in this coffin that's been laying around for a while.
They're cursed.
It's just, it's not good.
But you know what? They've come off of a hot win. I think what we have to do, we have to talk smack about Ranger. And then all of a sudden, the players rally behind him.
I guess that is right. I mean,
maybe,
dude, it was like
Ranger, you suck.
You're never gonna be anything. But anyways, dude, it's like Noah's Ark minus the Ark. Like they're sinking. I don't know what it is, but all right. On the other side of things, though, we have the Pittsburgh Embers. We've seen them on the desk before. These guys can utilize utility like no other. But they are gonna have their coach filling in tonight for one of their players, so it's gonna be Intrinsic instead. And call out Kilo, Forrest, and Fozo.
Yeah, call out the main support in-game leader. It's going to be really interesting to see how he's going to be a main factor. Fozo was actually speaking to me a few hours ago, and he said, hey, whenever you get the chance, I want to give a big shout-out to Call Out. He does so much for our team. He's really the glue that holds us together, and he is the main factor on our team. The fact that the teammates, the members, rally around the in-game leader, that's love. You need that trust with the guys that are shooting next to you.
Yeah, exactly. You guys have to have 100% trust in the guys sitting next to you, and you know, having that kind of respect, always good.
Yes, and also, quick to point out, you said it, let me dive deeper into it. Grixer is actually the man that's sitting out for Intrinsic, who's the coach. He's a filler and support player. But let's see what map we will be playing on tonight.
Bank. I don't even gotta look.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna at least act.
You see that?
At least act like you kind of don't know. You're like straight out like bank, like damn, like we're out there. So we're going to bank. It's been a while since I've actually seen bank play. I don't think I've ever casted bank on USN yet.
It's a fun map.
Probably. I love. That's my favorite map.
Yeah. Actually, Blue and I just casted Cafe for the first time on the USN desk.
How was that?
That was a good time, man. I love casting Cafe.
Was Blue nervous?
By the way, guys, piano is Christmas. I call it Christmas because there's so many call-outs inside of that room. Like, I got that on Twitter. I was like, guys, it's got Christmas lights in it. It's Christmas. Just trust me, okay? Like, piano's like the little piano section. Anyways, we're talking about Bank instead, all right? Bank, you have to know how to use your utility here, and you have to know how to attack. Honestly, if you know how to attack, this map becomes a lot easier. But, I mean, as we saw with some recent play on Bank, if you don't know how to attack, you're going to get picked apart. And, well, we'll have to see if Embers can really do that. Because again, Rogue has been playing Bank pretty well recently. I think the Embers is going to be leaning more on them to see what they can do in attack rather than Rogue.
It is interesting to see, and Embers better hope that they're playing on attack first, because both teams are extremely aggressive. When you take a look at the Pittsburgh Embers, their play style is fast and furious. You know, it's fast, slow, and delirious. So if they start off on attack and they can set the tone, they can be able to slack a little bit more on defense. You don't want to slack against Rogue at all, but still, having that big lead on attack helps you out so much. On Rogue, on the other end, I feel the same way. On attack, that's really like their better play style. They love getting in your face and doing all that. So
I feel like Rogue's gotten more aggressive recently, and I don't know it's because they're just trying to break the mold that they were kind of in, because they were in that rut there for a little while, and I mean they've definitely been in a rut on USN. I just don't want to fry them. I don't want to put them in the fryer, but you know they have been. So as with recent play, they've been looking great, man. Again, DreamHack Valencia, they looked fantastic. They ended up winning the whole thing. They're going to the major. I mean, there's so much stuff going on for Rogue right now. Just keep that hype train going.
Yeah, so Rogue is an interesting team because ever since I came into the scene, my first event, they wanted, they're Lanimals. They're Lanimals. They're Lanimals. They always win on land. It's insane. They do so well. But online, it's an inconsistency issue. The team is full of all-stars. They're full of fraggers, vertical, shuttle, eclipse. They're disgusting, but they seem to be on a different page when they're online. Maybe that land environment where they're sitting next to each other.
They're sitting next to each other actually right now.
They are?
Yeah, they
have a team house?
They're in apartments.
Oh, okay.
Vegas. Yeah. They're over where the Rec Boys are.
Ooh, so maybe some practice going down before the USN playoffs start.
Could be a possibility.
That would be nice.
Have a full-on land setup at one of the houses, have 10 PCs across from each other.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you at home, if you've been following the ESL Rainbow Six Twitter, we always run a poll. You should know this. Let's see who you guys think will come out on top, and it's going to be
expected.
Heavily in Rogue's favor.
I'm not even going to lie to you. I voted for one of them.
I'm not shocked because one team is like a tier 1 team in the community sense, and Pittsburgh Embers, they're an up-and-coming team. So we aren't expecting them to win, even though we do love the underdog story.
Yeah, it should be very, very interesting. Again, we've seen before, especially with the likes of Rogue, that these percentages really don't matter.
Nope,
it's
not at all.
It's anybody's game, especially in a best-of-1 format.
Parallax was popping. For those of you at home, I know you're saying, hey, Veli Stokes, shut up and start the game. We're getting one more player in the lobby, and then we're going to get it started. So be patient. I love you guys. But I have been away for a little bit, and I've been watching USN from home and throughout my travel.
You've been watching me?
I've been watching. I fanboy in the chat for you and Blue a lot, by the way. I love you guys. You guys have been doing a good job.
Thanks, man.
But I want to say shout out to the community once again. Keep the questions coming. If you guys have not watched the recap show, Stokes and Blue actually did an amazing job doing it.
Oh, thanks, man.
I was kind of jealous because I wasn't there, but I was watching.
I was jealous because you weren't there, too.
I brought Wi-Fi on the plane just to watch it before I saw you. There we go.
That's true love.
True friendship.
That's true friendship.
Ebony and Ivory. Let's get it. But so this matchup.
Oh my God.
This matchup is going to be rough. For those of you that don't know, the USN curse is alive and well.
It is.
And what do you mean by that? Take a look at all of the top tier teams we've seen in the bracket. Rogue, Dark Zero, Space Station, everybody that's joined, that's, at the top of the game, they've been knocked out by these up-and-coming teams. You know what I'm saying? The tier 2 teams, the tier 3 teams. So, Pittsburgh Embers, they have a chance to play upset tonight. And
it's always fun being able to upset someone, isn't it? Because again, with this aspect of things, you don't have anything to lose. Like there's literally nothing to lose. Everyone, I mean, you saw the community poll. Everyone thinks you're going to lose anyways. Screw it. You might as well beat somebody or have a good show and be like, hey, we took Rogue like 8-7 on bank. They ended up winning, but it's fine. You know what I mean? It's a good showing. It's a good showing you're really looking for.
That's the cool thing about USN, because anybody and everybody can enter those online qualifiers. And when you're a team that really want to prove to the world, like, hey, I belong at the top. I'm the best player out there. We have the best team out there.
Yeah.
You get a chance. You get to go to LAN and play for $150,000 or more than that.
Right in your Venmo account.
It's insane. And then we have the Venmo thing. There's so much money being thrown around at USN.
Dude.
You gotta love it. You love to see it. But ladies and gentlemen, finally, the game is starting. Map number 1, Rogue and Pittsburgh Embers here on Bank.
Well, this should be a lot of fun. All right, well, everyone grab your popcorn, grab your soda, grab whatever you're sipping on a Tuesday, and let's get things going. Yeah, water.
We're healthy out there.
Hydro homies.
Yes.
Of course.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
So a little bit of good luck, have fun is going around. Intrinsic, the last one put it in there. A little play-by-play commentary on the commentary. But the pick and ban phase, the ban phase for the operators are up, and Hibana is going to be the first one to go.
Not a bad decision at all. Hibana is really, really good on bank because she can get almost all of the hatches upstairs. If you want to get all of the hatches, because, there's 4 of them, so
you get 3 or 4.
Yeah, you can get the 2 in open area, then you reinforce the 1 as well. There's 5. So you have the lobby 1 behind the teller's desk, you have the 1 in the elevator, you have the 2 in open area, and then you have square. So there's 5 hatches to reinforce. With her, you can get 3 of them, and you can get the most important ones. So you can get the square hatch, the 2 open area ones.
And you have a great gun. But also, Capitao and Echo has currently been banned as well. Echo, one of the most annoying operators to ever deal with if you're on attack. 2 yokai drones, they're hard to see, and you have the plant denial. But the last ban is taking time. Let's see who they plan on picking, and it'll be Valkyrie. So Mira is going to be in play. Mira's in play.
And there's a reason.
And there's no Hibana on the board.
Easily really, really likes Mira.
Yes.
And as you said, she's on the board. You might see some Twitch play come out or something to try and counter off. I mean, they don't have Capitao either to try and use his smoke bolts to smoke off the Mira to go for a safe plant here. So this is going to be pretty dangerous for Embers. We'll have to see exactly what they're going to try and bring to the table. They do have access to Lion, which the last time we saw them on the desk, they used quite a bit. And they're very good at executing with him. But again, this site is it's something. It's definitely something to try and get a grasp on. But it appears that from Rogue's side of things,
and Lion, let's go. Pittsburgh Embers came to play.
Is this Operation Chimera all over again?
Wait, was it the Pittsburgh Embers, the interview that you had with them where the guy said he loved Lion? Was that them?
Yes.
Was it Fozo?
I can't exactly remember. I cannot exactly remember, but let me tell you, the Pittsburgh Embers, on attack-wise, their execution prowess is very, very high. So, again, I'm very excited to see exactly what they can do on Bank, because Bank requires that hard execution style. You can't really just, we got our picks, let's lean into it. Like, you have to execute hard. Smoke off Miras, do whatever, get a diffuser down, hope to God you don't get nitro celled.
Yes.
Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. And I mean, even going with that, Rogue has 3 nitro cells on the field right now, and also 2 denial ops next to that as well. You got Smoke, Maestro, and 3 nitro cells surrounding them.
You're right. And with Valkyrie banned, you actually have, a little anti-intel ban right there. But Vertical,
there's already so much.
Yeah, Vertical is bringing in Mozzie. You have Maestro, you have Mira, and also Pulse. All 4 of them top-tier intel ops.
Yeah.
So the key right here is going to be Eclipse and Vertical. Vertical as Mozzie is going to be extremely dangerous.
Oh, man, what? Cal,
ready?
They're going. You better get ready, boys. Frag grenade coming out. Is that going to get a frag? No, it's not. Ula trying to find something once again with another frag grenade. He downed Shuttle, actually. Shuttle's already been down. Things are already getting pretty exciting. We're popping off today on the USN decks. Intrinsic's going to follow up. His Shuttle will get reset to 20. Slashhug will actually claim a frag. That's going to be the Thatcher of Callout.
Yeah, so Slashhug hiding in garage, utilizing his Evilize. Seeing who he's going to take out. Now the gameplay is starting to slow down just a little bit. Shuttle has been revived, Samira's back in play, which means the C4 is going to be in their hands, and Slashhug picks up yet another kill. We're not even down to 2 minutes yet.
Marcy wasn't even ready for that. He moved into the Thatcher and goes, this man is literally standing in server. Like, they're already peeking. I mean, they've done quite a bit of damage to Shuttle, but I mean, Slash has that long angle. It's already a triple kill for him on the round. The ult is tearing through those metal bars and finding frags inside of CCTV and server. They were able to read out the last duel as well with that pulse monitor of Eclipse. It was going to be a close call, but Vertical is definitely going to put an exclamation point on that. This is Rogue's round. Vertical getting aggressive again, but it more than likely is going to be all for naught as the Fink is quite low on health. Rotates up blue, but again, fortified, 1 LMG, it's not looking too hot.
Yeah, Vertical shooting out a drone, the C4 is going out. Vertical's doing a little twerking on top of the C4 right now. Nothing's going to happen just yet, but yeah, the Finka, she's running for her life. Looks like she's going for a save round, but she's not going to be able to hide as Eclipse is able to tag her out. Y'all rushing.
Yeah, Bert, you're right about that, man. He's literally teabagging in front of the light, man. He's like, Uaz getting caught on cam. Fozo's going to get a kill on C4, but it's not going to matter. Shuttle literally rotated all the way up main stairs. Okay. So that's how this game's going to be. All right.
Yeah. been fun times. Ooh-ha. All right. So, Pittsburgh Embers, they go ahead and with all the pride in the world, they run straight into CCTV and they try to make that push, but it was stopped by Slashug. He did an excellent job on Maestro. Let's see if... Yeah, a little discussion happening about weapon skins right now. But Rogue, they're going to be on top 1-0, and we're pretty much going to see the same loadout once again for Pittsburgh Embers. It didn't work out at all. Maybe the aggression didn't pay off, or maybe it was just a precise aim coming from the out of 5.56.
All right, here's my thing. When you're going to perform a rush that hard, it draws a lot of attention to one side of the map. That's great. Next time, if I had to give him one note, here, I'd say send somebody garage. That's it. Because you have all that attention. I mean, you saw what Slash was able to do on that long angle with the Alda.
He was exposed.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that angle especially really goes into the favor of the defense because you trying to peek into that, probably not the best idea, especially when, there's an 81 bullet LMG on the other end of it. So... more than likely want to send somebody to deal with that situation. So if Rogue does go for the full rotation and go back downstairs, I would say, Embers, send somebody garage. Send Ash garage. Send Kilo garage with Ash or something.
You're right. So Vertical, we have the ACOG brothers in the game currently. Doc and Rug. Vertical is going to change it up just a tad bit. Seeing him with an ACOG on a rifle is actually going to be scary as for spawn peek. Something that Rogue is known for. With a little peek in the tees, Vertical, he's going to barely miss the shot. So, a lot of action so far within the first 5 seconds, and, no damage has been taken on the side of Pittsburgh Embers. So, Fozo, he's going to rappel up and see if he can tag anybody on Banana just yet. And with a little intel given and some shots put in, he barely misses a headshot. You see the blood splattered on the wall as Vertical takes just a tad bit of damage, and he's going to continue to peek him. He's not scared at all.
He's flirting, man. He's flirting with him. Vert, hit him up on Tinder,
no.
Vert. Mash him. Swipe right, Vert. Let's see it. Oh, one more time. Vert wants this kill so bad. He's going to challenge it once again, but nobody can find any contact. Vert's bobbing and weaving. Who's going to win this out? This is a battle of who can possibly pour more lead in somebody's chest. It's a 2 armor versus a 3, but Fozo's hasn't even caught a bullet. He's just watching him whiz by. Vert's just not hitting those shots today, apparently. Oh, no, there we go, Vert. There we go. He's swiped right now. We're good.
With an array of shots going out, Vertical was unable to get a kill and, unable to take away any type of damage from the Pittsburgh Embers until that last headshot. Thank God Eclipse was on Doc, as Vertical's going to be able to get some health back. And Slashug, once again, he's going to go ahead and take out yet one more member from the Embers. So far, they start off pretty aggressive, and they haven't been able to really put a dent in Rogue's game plan at all.
Very intelligent play by Rogue so far to be able to handle what Embers is trying to really show them. It's this rush game that we saw prior, but they're slowed things down a little bit, but Rogue's only battling for map control of what they need. They're just trying to limit their upstairs control. And as you see, all of the Pittsburgh Embers are currently on the first level. They don't have a single person on staircases. They're trying to drone to see exactly what gaps are open for them to possibly get a point of entry. Right now, though, there's absolutely none.
Yeah, with a minute left, you see a drone going up from call out as the drone quickly gets called out, and it was a frag grenade. I believe it's
he's going to move away.
It's definitely going to miss. But now, with the sound cue coming in, call out has been called out, and Eclipse currently flashed. That means that the attack is currently coming in. The Ash play has been extremely effective, but with the drop down, Eclipse able to get a few shots in and whipping out the pistol. He takes out call out, and Trixic falls as well, as Slashug has his back. But Kilo with the great Ash play, able to pick up a kill, but that's not going to be enough as Rogue picks up round number 2.
Rogue called for that pinch on Elevator. That was a very nice play. That was a very, very nice play. So Doc goes, hey, I'm going to drop the hatch, and then Slash is there to back it up immediately for the trade. So great plays coming around.
But just the confidence where he whipped out the pistol and he was still able to get the kill.
Hey, I mean,
he
it
was
still shoots
on that
bullets
peak as well. Yeah.
Just click heads.
When you're that good, I mean, hey.
Again, Pittsburgh Embers are a team that will throw their body and everything else to the wayside just to try and win a round. And Rogues have already figured out exactly what that playstyle is like. So, again, like they did in the last round, they're just battling for map control of the areas that are needed. They're not trying to apply pressure downstairs. They don't need to. You can give that up to the Pittsburgh Embers. They're not putting any pressure on the windows, so Rogue's able to play inside safely, especially inside of sight. There's not too much going on there. So, They already have control of ATMs and everything else on the side of Pittsburgh Embers, so they could have just honestly rappelled up, try and establish better angles instead of just rappelling the front of the building with your Lion, of all operators, and trying to get in a long-distance gun battle with Vertical, who, again, he did choke quite a few shots. I mean, we will say that. But at the end of the day, it only takes one of those multiple bullets to hit you in the head, and he was the one to find it, whereas Fozo was not.
Yeah, Slashhug definitely has a hot hand right now. It's Marciu, the wonderful Marciu, the spectator. Shout out to him. He showed us the stats, and he's currently 6-1. But he's going to be on visual this time, a very different op than what we've seen, and yet we're on the third round, which means a new sight and also new strategy that Rogue are throwing at the Pittsburgh Embers. And with the attack phase now going underway, you see a little late reinforcement, and let's see if Pittsburgh Embers continue to push with this aggressive behavior.
You want to see an adjustment here by Pittsburgh Embers. Everything that they've been met with has just been really a detriment to them. They've been trying to rush things quickly, and I think that we're going to have that again. They're stacked up on Fozo. He's already ripping down the castle. There's actually no one inside. He's going to get a quick flick. That's going to be narrowed down. Shadow's going to be able to die, but they also have people upstairs. Fozo, as well as everyone else inside of the site, they have to make rotations. Apparently they weren't ready for it. They tried to call the bluff, but easily will finally be able to find a frag. It's going to be Fozo, the man who opened up the door. Slashhug trying to repel back in from small office, or at least trying to rotate, but not going to find anything just yet. Kilo's laying down behind the archives shelves as well, as they're trying to get this diffuser down, but it's actually going to be in the hands of Thermite. He has to get this diffuser down to have the rest of Rogue rotate back. They have all the presence in the world that they could possibly need on site. They just have to finally get this diffuser down. Finally, they'll be able to do something, but he's immediately going to get called off. Starts it up again. Pre-fire comes through, but neither of them going to make any contact. Slashhug now rotates in. Are they going to be able to find him, though? It's a 2 versus 3. He finds Ash, though. It's going to equalize here. It's going to be all left up to the Buck. They tried their best, but now he's in a rock in a hard place. More than likely going to come through with the pinch. Slash is recognized out where he is, and Eclipse to shut it down with the defuse.
Pittsburgh Embers brought the party to Archives, but Rogue brought the drinks. They shut it down.
Dude.
Now, that was the best round they've had yet, and I thought this was going to be their first win.
It's because of the diffuser.
Yeah.
Like, look, you can have all the aggression in the world. Everyone, listen to me. You can have all the aggression in the world, but if you get that presence on site and it takes you almost a minute to put the diffuser down, bro, you're already in their house. You're eating their cookies in their kitchen, and you're just like, ah, no, I don't want the milk. Like, no, what? No.
They were. I'm not going to say they were given that round, but the fact that that aggression...
No, they were given that round. So, like, Rogue had no idea.
Yeah, so the fact that, they were able to slash the castle barricade, they were able to pick up that first kill. They had 4 people on site, knocked down the mirror window. What took so long to get to that point? They stalled once they... Okay, so you spend 10 seconds to get in the site, and then once you get in the site, you wait for Rogue to come to you. Why? Get the
diffuser down. And
get out of it.
Yeah, flip the coin. Make it to where they have to come to you instead. You guys saw it. Rogue just got to play outside the site and wait for picks because there was no diffuser being planted. There was nothing. They just got to sit there and go, okay, you're going to try and rotate around, get yourself, some more presence around. That's fine. Guess what? Freebie, freebie, freebie. Oh, all of a sudden it's a 2v2. Fantastic. Get the extra one on the back. Oh, it's all up to Buck. He's 20 health. Cool. We pinched that out. It's over.
Yeah, with Intrinsic filling in as the coach for this Pittsburgh Ember squad, I expected a pretty flawless setup in defense once they were able to get the diffuser down, but that wasn't the case. Pittsburgh, you know what they reminded me of?
What's up?
It's like a dog, that's always chasing a car. Like, once they catch it...
A rabid dog?
And it's like once they catch it, they don't know what to do, It's like, hey... Forehead.
Oh, no.
But you know what, though? This has been exciting gameplay. Pittsburgh Embers, they've been playing out of their mind the last round. And, the execution hasn't been on their side the first 2, but if they can pick up where they left off the last round, things can look extremely well for them. So let's see what they have under their belts this time.
It's like what I said last time.
Under their sleeves.
Yeah, it's like what I said last time. You're going to have to deal with this long angle on this site. So if Pittsburgh Embers tries the exact same thing, tries the exact same execute, they're more than likely going to be met with the exact same solution, which is going to be Slashhug will try and gun everyone down from distance with an ACOG on an Alda, and 3 of you are more than likely going to die unless somebody can thread the needle through the metal bars and hit him in the head. So... it's been quite interesting so far because we've already
frustrating.
Even
they're so close.
I mean, look, here's the thing, because I know more than likely a lot of you are asking this question as to how are they being so aggressive? How do they get all of this done so early? Like, how do they know Rogue is not roaming right now? Well, the answer to that is in early game, like when you're in prep phase, make sure to get your guys' drones in proper locations, and that's really what Embers has been doing. I know it's very hard to tell with the spectator system and everything else, but that's really what they've been capitalizing on, is get those drones in locations to where you know when people rotate up. And it's the staircases. Isolate those staircases and isolate some kills as Vert will fall, and it's going to be all up to Embers now, as they finally have the opening frag. They had the last time, but this time around, everyone's going to stay alive. They don't have nearly as much map presence. They quite a bit of damage done to Sledge, but a lot slower on the execute.
With the 2v1 working out in Rogue's favor, it didn't work out in the long run. This Vertical is going to be the first one to go down, which is absolutely huge for the Pittsburgh Embers. Now, you have C4 out of play, you have a very good player and a roamer taken off the map, so now you're going to be up 1 when it comes to players, but we're coming down to 1 minute and 5 seconds now. It's a lot of time, but at the same time, it's not a lot. The slash shot gets in one of his favorite spots. He has a great angle. Let's see if he can pick up yet another shot as you hear the exothermic charge currently going off over in CCTV to get a better look into the site. But yeah, the intel coming in from Eclipse is so valuable at the moment.
Yeah, Rogue working like a well-oiled machine right now, and Slashug once again on that long angle. He can see the back of Thermite if he does go for this plant. They're waiting on the man from Garage, but apparently he did not get the camera early enough inside of Garage, so they're going to be able to recognize out that someone's going to be pushing Slash from behind. Diffuser has not started going down yet. Once again, guys, those pre-placed drones working out very, very well for Pittsburgh Embers right now, knowing that no one has rotated out of sight, so they're able to try and get this execute down. Can he see the Thermite? Oh, no, he can't see him, but Kilo is going to be able to shut down Shuttle. Things are getting a little bit closer here. Playing it pretty close to the chest as finally Sledge will fall. Has to try and commit now. Only 10 seconds left. Everyone's waiting for this rotate up. They're trying to get aggressive as Slash will do the same. Tries to play fire with fire. Can he get both shots? Does he recognize out the man laying down behind the casket? No, he doesn't. Laying down behind the car. No, he's actually downed him. It's all left up to Kilo behind server. Stops 1. Only has 2 to find. It's going to be Slash on the same level, but someone's rotating down blue already. Kilo shuts him down. It's all up to Eclipse. He has the call, but Kilo has the hot hand, and he's going to be able to recognize out exactly where he is. He's rotated Mud. He can shut this down. No. They have a camera on the diffuser. He doesn't know where he went. He's going to have to challenge. Is he going to run up Mud? Eclipses has to defuse now.
He has to.
He has to, but this man also has to rotate up and kill him.
Perfect patience.
The timing, Kalo! Oh my man! What a headshot, a quick pre-fire, and that's going to be a quad for Kilo on the round.
So, you know, when you get to this level of gameplay, against a team, you know, with the status that Rogue currently has, everyone wants to make the pretty play, everybody wants to stand out. But Kilo played it extremely well. The fact that he was able to back up, he was able to collect himself and wait for the right moment to come out.
I know you weren't looking.
Yeah.
But this man just like pre-fired where the diffuser was and then just micro-adjusted to the door and ripped this man's head off. Like, that was disgusting. That's
it was muscle memory.
Yeah.
Hands down. He knew exactly what he was going for. Like I said, he had his head on straight. And it paid off for the Pittsburgh Embers. They were able to pick up their very first round so far. And yeah, Vertical going down first with Mozzie was pretty scary, but Rogue fought back, and you know, the utility usage coming in from Easily as Smoke with the Toxic Babes. I mean, it was essential. He was able to hold them back for so long because by the time Pittsburgh Embers were able to try to get the diffuser down, it was so late in the game to where those Toxic Babes were so much more effective. But they played it right, they won the round, and that's it. Kilo on top right now. He's going to be the entry fragger for this roster, and he turned up in a big way.
He really did. He really did. And he's been switching back and forth between Thatcher as well as Ash, but this time, again, going for the Thatcher. Last time on the Thatcher as well, but again, L85 is a great weapon. Sledge has it, so does Thatcher. Basically the same op with different utility, so.
Yeah. But you know, Pittsburgh Embers are learning a lot from this match, especially with Grixer being out and Intrinsic filling in as a coach. Right now, he has no kills, and yeah, we can point fun at him and whatnot, but you know, going against Rogue, that's difficult, man. I would be lucky to get a kill against one of those guys. But with him pretty much slacking a little bit in the kill department, it's not all about kills. You know, he brings the IQ, he brings the intelligence, and he also knows the game plan because he knows this team best. Embers, I say they still have a fighting chance.
I'd agree with you there. It's just that I think that they're going to start getting in I
love this spot. This is my favorite spot in range. And I always get a kill. The drone always goes right past you. You know why? Because sometimes people just don't check corners.
Dude, I mean, this might end up punishing them, especially, oh no, not Intrinsic. Vertical, it's Intrinsic.
Intrinsic's going to get that work.
He's a coach. He's a coach. No. Oh no.
We need to play the Jaws theme song.
Dude, you know when just terrible things are coming. There's literally soft destruction going on around Vert. He's just chilling inside of electrical box right now. Intrinsic, are you gonna drop
Okay,
it?
so the fact that Vert hasn't been called out yet is so valuable. Now under 2 minutes, Vert is in a position where he can kill Intrinsic.
Oh my God. Oh no.
No! Don't go!
Knife him! Knife him! Yes!
Intrinsic, he's gonna get bodied. Sharkation, no. Vertical with the double kill, working on the triple. Kilo shuts him down, but still, the damage has been done.
You got both hard destructions.
Yeah, Maverick is down as well.
Oh
Vertical.
my God,
the patience in the big smart play. Great job.
Well, they do have one hatch open, as Marcy was gesturing at us. Thank you, my friend. They do have CCTV open, so they have one of the important hatches open, but you can't get server wall, you can't get square. Like this is Rogue's round. Like unless Rogue does something just truly questionable, this is their round. Ember's already trying to make adjustments though, and this is again a sign of a intelligent team. They're trying to make the adjustments. They're rotating garage. Slash appears to be ready for it though. They already got hot marks on it. This is more than likely going to be a wash, as he will knock down one already, looking for the other, but he will get met with a little bit of aggression, but it's going to be all left up to Zofia inside of garage. Trying to carry the torch of Embers up against 3 people, going to try and challenge here, but 40 seconds left and no real adjustments left on the field.
With the bait and switch happening on stairs once again, which has been Rogue's go-to. They were able to pick up the easy 2v1 kill. All alone in garage, the alarms are going off. They know he's there, the intel is given. This man has no hope. 25 seconds ago, a toxic babe comes out and, yeah. Oh, okay. He's able to pick up a kill in 1v2, but
over.
you know what?
It's over.
He's done.
You gonna challenge? Oh, yeah, he sees the bloodline.
Yeah, run out there, get the free kill. Eclipse, good job. Rogue wins round number 5. That was such a great round. Shout out to Vertical. Vertical is such a scary player on the field because it's roamer and just an all-out fragger. Whenever he's all alone on an island, he makes a play. It doesn't matter if it's a 1v2 or 1v3. He always takes out members before he goes down, which makes him so valuable. So valuable.
Intrinsic's trying to channel his inner gotcha right now. It's just not coming out, man. I don't know if
sad.
I don't know if he needs to get like his chakras aligned or what. You're gonna have to ask Gotcha what he ate for breakfast that day.
He droned for a whole minute and didn't see not one vertical.
Again, this is how hard of a game Rainbow Six is, guys. You don't drone one corner. One corner, this man kills both of your hard destructors.
Well, at the same time, it's attention to detail. I mean, if you want to play at a top level, if you want to play at a top
I completely
level,
agree with you.
on land, you're going to have to always check these corners.
Oh, yeah.
This game is very strategic.
You never know.
Every inch counts on this map.
Exactly. Yeah, Rainbow Six is a game of inches, not miles.
There we go. All right, so here we are, Rogue once more on defense before we switch things around and take a look at the stats. Kilo's on top, but you know what? Stats do not matter if your team is not winning.
Ooh, got him there.
Eclipse on top in 3. Slash has right behind him, 9-3. The Bash brothers of this roster going absolutely off, and it's starting to show.
Yeah, and Eclipse easily as well as Shuttle at the bottom, but again, they've been playing a lot of support, and you really haven't had to lean on your supports too much because it's been a lot of just, well, Maestro at range with Slash as he just claims kills over and over again. And
I can't get over
you guys have been here, you know what I'm talking about.
Like, I'm a noob, and I always sit there in the rank, and I always get a kill, and I always question why people don't check that corner. Ever.
Did you know you can get up on that shelf?
Yes. Someone did it to me, and
again, that's the one thing about Siege is when something dastardly like that happens to you, you'll never let it happen again.
Never.
You
always check that corner afterwards.
Yeah, I guarantee you Intrinsic has nightmares of that man stabbing him in the back and 100%.
Slapped him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And
he's gonna wake up with cold sweats like, oh, Vertical. Oh, God. Like,
if Vertical got that 3K, that would have been the hardest flex. But, you know, back to the game. Oh, an array of gunfire comes out from the MP5. Vertical was able to get it down.
Oh, no. Not again.
Yet another 2K is... There's going to be 3 people currently testing him. But Vertical isn't scared. He's going to go ahead and continue to aim down as the revive comes out. Fozo, it's only going to be at a quarter health. It only makes things that much better for Vertical.
Don't test him. Don't test him. Vert's still going fishing, though. Free fire comes through from Eclipse. Trying to support his ACOG brethren. Nothing happening just yet. Monty, as we've seen before, an impenetrable wall from one side and then pretty soft on the other. Sposo is trying to back him up. He will be able to take down Slash, so it's a decent pick, but Shuttle answers back. All of a sudden, we're even once again, but it's Pittsburgh Embers that have had quite a bit of damage done to them. frag grenade going to come out, but Eclipse will be going down. Rises himself back up because Doc works wonders, picking himself back up to 75 HP and over-docking himself just a little bit as he'll be able to eat that nade and move on with his day. Back up to 100 HP, all on a waste of those frag grenades. So no more frag grenades in the hands of Cali.
Yeah, with the stem shot being the saving grace for Eclipse, he's able to be at full health with a little bit more to spare. But Slash Hug currently down. That operator not being in play doesn't hurt as much as Pittsburgh Embers losing their human drone or the Montaigne. The Montaigne being out was a big part of their strategy, and they didn't want him to get out of the game that
If Shuttle hops out this window, I will donate $20 to charity. I swear to God right now.
Chat, you heard it. Shake my hand. There we go.
I shook his hand. If Shuttle hops, oh my God, Shuttle!
All right. Shuttle,
okay.
With the jump out, able to pick up yet another kill. That's gonna be 2 in the round.
Okay. All right, well, I owe $20 to charity today, and Vert's literally sending everybody to the morgue, so it's going to be all up to Cali. Eclipse is going to capitalize on that.
Here we go. All right, how about this?
What's up?
Chat, we're going to make it fair. Right now, I'm going to go back and watch this VOD.
Okay.
The first person to respond with the charity of their choice is going to be it.
Okay.
Right now, go.
All right.
Sam, great caster, donating for a great cause. How can you not love this blue-eyed beauty?
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. But Rogue on top 5-1. They're not going to be on the more comfortable side of things. They're going to be on attack. What makes Rogue so scary on defense is that on defense, you really don't see teams overly aggressive. But you take a look at Rogue, Vertical's always out there getting the spawn kill, challenging fights within the first 20 seconds of the round. And when you have such a dominant player pushing that type of pressure on you, it's like, you're suffocated, your back's to the wall, and there's nothing you can do. And the scariest thing is never a 1v1 that is always being impacted in that game. Vertical challenges whatever number's thrown his way.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You gotta tip the cap a little bit to Rogue because they recognized out the Pittsburgh Embers playstyle extremely early on, even in that first round where Rogue was still able to win, and they went 3 rounds straight after that until Pittsburgh was finally able to find a round. But I mean, with that being said, honestly, it's all up to Pittsburgh Embers to try and show something different because these rushes are not going to work. Even on defense, I mean, they're more than likely going to be able to reach you out. They know what your playstyle is going to be. Rogue's shutting them down because they're just battling smarter. They're not trying to get overly aggressive. They're not really trying to fight fire with fire. Bert's still inside of a safe place. He's just holding down ATM's door because he knows that they're more than likely just going to full send right through it instead of checking it or droning because they really haven't been. They've been pre-placing drones to see if there's roamers on the floor that they want to attack. That's great. You're able to get off executions extremely quickly.
Yeah.
But if people like Vert are able to go into electrical room and slip through the cracks, you guys weren't able to recognize that out. I don't know if you guys didn't have a drone on Square or really what happened, but when that kind of stuff happens, these quick executions all of a sudden become your downfall.
Sam, I'm not CGG, and I'm pretty terrible at math, but I believe that Eclipse and Shuttle, Slash Hug, and I believe, hey, Marcio, hold the stat screen just for a quick second. Yeah, Eclipse and Slash Hug have more kills than all of Embers combined. Shout out to that. Get that out of here, Marcy. Let's get back to the game. It's Fozo's able to pick up a kill on Eclipse, and we're going to have one player down on both sides. And with the logic bombs coming through, Pittsburgh Embers are going to be able to get that audio cue and a chance to hack a camera if they're able to get a hand on one of the fallen cell phones.
Yeah, if you can possibly find the body of Kilo, definitely have a cell phone on it, the Slash can hack, as you can see it through the building. But as we've seen with Rogue before, they like to do things a little bit more slow-paced and not intelligent, but more or less just to a T. But they're really, really falling apart right now as Vert and Eclipse have both fallen off. Slash is that other top fragger that they've had. And Shuttle and Easley are definitely no slouches. Shuttle, especially with that Maverick, can show something. Slash trying to get aggressive on the windows. Can he possibly see the head of, I don't even know who that is. He's actually going to challenge. Intrinsic gets shut down, goes with a quick peek, but it's going to be Slash Hug to answer.
All right, what a great shot coming in from Slash Hug. Another one comes out, and Fozo's going to be on top of Shuttle. He's going to be able to win that 1v1 exchange, and that's going to be 3 players down for Rogue. Pittsburgh Embers, they haven't been in this situation too many times this series, but now they're going to be up in numbers for the second time so far. 3v1. It's going to be all up to Easley.
Oh, well. Again, he's got plenty of time. Has diffuser, has 3 stun grenades. Yeah. Pre-fire through, and it's going to be the Doc to answer is ooh-ah. I swear he changed his name to just try and mess with us, but ooh-ah.
Okay, who is that?
I have no idea. process of elimination.
Why would you do that? Why?
Why?
Why make it hard for us, man?
I think it's Forrest. It's Forrest.
It's Forrest.
All right, of course, it's Forrest.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're so annoying.
Anyways, quick challenge, and finally, Pittsburgh Embers are going to be able to find an opening round. So, 3 rounds to tie it. Quite a few more to win the whole thing. They got to win straight. They got to win 5 straight.
I'm going to say this. With Vertical being, I believe, the first or the second player to go down for Rogue, that was pretty big for Pittsburgh Embers because of the utility that's out of play. You know,
I just don't think that they understand. I just don't think that they recognize out just yet how aggressive Pittsburgh Embers are going to be no matter what. Like, these guys can be down 6-0, and they're still going to be extremely aggressive,
which is good.
Which again, if that's your play style, and that's what you're good at, then do it. I think that Rogue just needs to recognize out that more than likely they need to set up and start playing for trades a little bit better than what they have been. Because, I mean, look at that last round right there. Yeah. You had Eclipse as well as Vert off by themselves. Vert trying to challenge inside of Janitor's Closet. Ends up getting taken down, and Eclipse also getting taken down later on by the Jaeger, or excuse me, the Vigil. So, you just want to see a little bit better adjustment from Rogue on that, and I honestly think that we're going to see it in this round because they already were able to adjust on their defensive side.
I'm going to give a shout out to Intrinsic. My man's finally got a kill. If he went that round without a kill, he was going to be a secret agent, 007.
Oh.
But he finally got on the board, and hey, my man picked it up. So, take a look at this round. Let's see if Pittsburgh Embers can go ahead and hold off the dangerous attack coming from Rogue. Vertical's going to try to make more use of the Inox Model 3 to see if he can sniff out a roamer or two in his way to get on a site. I believe he's going to be pretty much solo right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's what we talked about before. It doesn't really matter if you get kills. It matters about the impact of what you do. And that was definitely an impact frag as they were able to take down Vert, take away those smokes, as well as that Inox. It's able to track people's footsteps. So with that being said, jump into the next round here as Callout's playing dangerously close to the door of Blue Stairs and gonna have Pulse as well.
All right, let me say this. So on Silver Stairs, he has a red dot. Anybody that's challenging, they obviously see the red dot to the right side of the door. Does that kind of defeat the purpose of being sneaky?
No, they know he's there. I mean, there's already been Toxic Babes popping off. Vertical's going to get some intel on main stairs, but again, it's Rogue going slow and steady right now. And the last thing Callout really wants to do is try and challenge this Eclipse. Or excuse me, Vertical's already wasted one of his Inox charges on the smoke.
Yeah.
Did they get the hatch open? I don't think they did. Yes, they did, actually. The hatch is now open, so he's isolated. They just have to deal with the situation, but they do still have the Pulse underneath. Intrinsic's still challenging. So we're having actually quite far angle being held by Eclipse all the way at the top of square challenges, but it's going to be the concussion. Didn't recognize out that they had an Ella. I think I'm having flashbacks from yesterday as Callout finds 2 with the M590 on blue. Shuttle to shut down Ella, though, but the damage has already been done. Thatcher as well as Sophia off the field.
With the breath of life coming from the Pittsburgh Embers, it's starting to catch some fire as the double kill obviously came out from Callout. With a few flashbangs coming through, Shuttle is going to shut down the hot hand. Callout currently being taken out. So, with a minute left to go, Pittsburgh Gamers are going to have to make sure they hold down this fight as best as possible. Fozo's going to be on Mozzie, which means he has a C4 on his end. It's going to be huge if he's able to utilize that to take out the planting player on Rogue, who is going to be easily. As the exothermic charge comes through in, they're going to be ready to go ahead and put that objective down.
Multiple holes being made by Shuttle as well on the Maverick to try and shut down the Mira play, but there's none to be had. Diffuser now starts to go down. Waiting for the Nitro Cell is Shuttle. Quick flick and possibly shoot that out of the air.
You heard the C4.
Yeah, we heard the tape rip, and here it comes. Does he get it? No, it's actually going to land on the wall. It doesn't do any damage easily. He's going to have to challenge, but actually Fozo's been knocked down quite a few pegs and finally is fragged out. It's going to be a trade between the two, but it's going to be all left up to Kilo as well as Intrinsic to try and pick up the scraps here. Intrinsic trying to find some intelligence through the wall, that cardiac sensor, but it's a Vert above, and this is going to spell disaster. It's all left up to Intrinsic because he has to try and challenge Hatch, but he gets read out. Quick shots. It's going to be Vert once again as Rogue, a hell of an execution.
And with Vertical abusing verticality, he was able to go ahead and pick up the last 2 kills, taking out the Pittsburgh Embers. Rogue, they're not going to be on map point. That's going to be it. So listen, you're on the Embers. Intrinsic, you're the coach, man. Give your team a little pep talk. Let them know, hey, 1 round at a time. Short-term memory is the name of the game. They have to play perfect. And the last site that could possibly be played is Teller's office and archives.
They can go there. They can go CEO as well, but apparently they want to go here. They could, more than likely, they're going here to lean on their roam game, because when you play up top, you really don't want to roam downstairs, because every staircase in this map has a skylight.
Yeah.
So there's nowhere that's exactly safe to get away, to get back upstairs, and it's pretty easily shut down by Rogue. So they're going to go with the mid floor instead, and we'll have to see if they trying to hold things down differently than what we're used to. No castle, so we're not going to see open area held down.
Yeah, no heavy anchors at all as well. So let's see what Pittsburgh Embers have under their sleeve. Take a look at their operator loadout. Call out, he told me, hey, they have no favorite operators. They like to just go ahead and use whatever they feel is right for the occasion. Let's see if that's going to pay off this time around, because, hey, maybe a new look can help them out just a tad bit against Rogue. You know, throw a little wrench in the system and stop the bleeding just a tad bit. But 20 more seconds to be going to the attack phase to see if Rogue is going to go ahead and move on to the finals tonight.
Well, they are going to apply some pressure upstairs as we see Kilo reinforcing the double panel over by the elevators. And that's to shut down that long angle that you can establish from the parking garage windows with either an Ash or possibly a Zofia, really whatever has a distance of soft destruction. You're never going to see a Sledge establish that angle, obviously. So, but besides that,
Forrest with some long-range shots coming in from MX4. He's not going to be able to connect because there's nobody in the parking lot at the moment. Rogue moving in a little bit slowly. You hear some gunfire going off and some windows falling down. And let's see if this is going to be the game-winning round.
Yeah, slow beginnings here once again by Rogue, where we've been used to a very quick uppercut, but not much else by Pittsburgh Embers. Finally getting some intelligence on site, recognizing out exactly where they will be playing. Especially with last round and how that went, they want to try and keep things at a slower pace. Tried to get aggressive on blue and was immediately shut down. They really didn't have an answer for it, but they finally were able to find the round later on with a little bit of heroics, but we already have Burt inside a site challenge, and he's used to being in this environment. He takes down Intrinsic, waiting for somebody peeking from small. It's going to be the Bandit, but the Bandit actually ends up winning it out. We'll get shut down by Shuttle as well, though, as Call finally is able to secure the kill, but it's going to be Kilo inside of sight as well, just trying to continue this escapade. Eclipse is the next one to challenge, and he takes down Kilo, rips his head off. It's all up to Uar or Forrest, whatever you want to call him, but he's the last man alive. Callie bleeding out inside of small offices right now. He has to try and challenge here, but it's going to be Eclipse to shut him down. And it's Rogue, 7-2 here on map 1 of the day.
Marcy, can we see the stats just for one moment? Jesus.
12, 10,
30,
10.
32 kills from the top three. Rogue, they're going to go ahead and win that game against the Pittsburgh Embers, and we're going to see them in the finals tonight for the last game of the day. And some GG's going around. Rogue, they're tired of losing. They're ready to solidify their spot to go to the U.S. Finals land. And hey, I don't blame them. They've been battle-tested, man. But Pittsburgh Embers, nice try. Good luck next time. And hopefully you're going to have Grixer there. We see that Intrinsic. He wasn't in a position to make a lot of big plays. And the change of chemistry could have attributed to that. But, unfortunate for them that they lost today, they're still going to have more chances here in USN.
It's very, very difficult going up against the pro team for the first time because, again, that's something that gets in your head. I mean, you're sitting there going, I'm playing up against Rogue. They just won DreamHack Valencia. They've been playing great.
You can't have that in your head if you're a competitor.
I just coach. Again, that's something you got to worry about, and that could have been plaguing Intrinsic that entire time. But
Gotcha's a coach.
Yeah, but Gotcha's proven that he's not just a coach. He's the people's coach. That is what he is, let me tell you. But here's your guys' replays throughout the game of our first game of the Western side of things this week. And I don't know if the Eastern side is really going to be able to show anything after that, man. That was a hell of a game.
That's going to be rough. But Slash, starting off the first 3 rounds, absolutely on fire. Getting, I believe it was a 3K the first round. And him on Maestro is a scary sight.
It is.
It is scary. The fact that he was able to hold down Garage and be such a factor from long distance. I mean, Rogue, they couldn't ask more from him. Other players on that roster as well, the Roamers and everyone else, hats off to them. They all played a part in such a dominant performance. Pittsburgh Embers, they came in with an aggressive play style in mind. Execution didn't work out within the first 2 rounds, and they were able to pick one up. They made the games closer, but it just wasn't enough. Once Rogue got going, you couldn't slow them down. They were a freight train. They were running through everything that the Pittsburgh Embers were throwing at them. The aggression was there. They were able to get into sight on time, in early fashion, but it was just execution afterwards, and this is my favorite play, man.
Yeah, it's
He like
I feel bad for him.
just clocked him on the back of the head and got the 2K.
Yeah, Rhodey better be on a meme for that. That has to happen. I'm sorry, but
That's the play of the game.
yeah,
I don't care.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But nonetheless, it's going to be Rogue winning 7-2. Pittsburgh Embers really just not able to spark much, were they?
Not at all.
I really think it just comes down to this. Their play style is pretty distinct and highly, highly aggressive. Like, we haven't seen a team that commits that hard in quite a while. I think it's just, right now it's stumbles.
It's just execution and game planning once you get onto the site or in a certain scenario. Once they got into CCTV and
it seems like they hit a roadblock, right?
Yeah, once they got the wall down the first round, they're like, okay, hey, let's just die to Maestro. And then the round after that, it's like, hey, let's go right in the archives and get the first kill.
That was the most disappointing one for me, is right when they ran into Tellers.
Right.
You're like, okay, you have control. Just put the diffuser down. I really don't know exactly what was going on with that, but...
Rogue ran up to him
yeah.
and was like, hey, come and get the first kill, and then we'll come back and win. And that was exactly the case. Pittsburgh Gamers again inside and was like, hey, what's up, bro? Let's look at some files, look at some archives. Terrible joke. But yeah, also at the same time, execution and a plan B once you get in the site. Maybe they expected more of a challenge?
Yeah, I guess so.
off?
But again, this is something different that Rogue is not really used to inside of PL. So yeah. I'd say the only team you can really go, oh yeah, them, is like LG.
Yeah.
I think that's really it. Like, reciprocity isn't even that aggressive, and we haven't seen LG just go, hey, we're going to sledge up on this castle and just full send it. Like, go. But, I mean...
You got to love the confidence. You gotta love the confidence.
Again, that's something. I mean, you're playing up against a top pro league team, and you're just like, hey, screw it. We're going to play our game. I respect it.
All right, but ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and talk about the MVP picks coming from Stokes and I.
I'll let you go first.
Okay, so me first. It's going to be the one and only, the man himself, Vertical. I like Vertical, even though he didn't have the prettiest stats. I feel like his involvement in the game was definitely huge. That one play alone is one of my favorite things I've ever seen, the flanking in 2K. But it was just his presence on the map. Even though he didn't put in a lot of damage as Jackal, his presence was definitely felt. It burned a lot of time off of the defenders. And, World came out on top. It was a team effort to me, but that flank on Intrinsic that was the reason why he's MVP.
He did that man dirty. I was just, this is wrong. But mine's a little bit different than yours. Mine's a little bit different. I'll tell you why. I picked Slashug for my MVP of this match, and the reason is he was the backbone, man. Again, he didn't do like the flashiest things. He had like that triple, but he was there when the team needed him, and he fragged out of his mind. So
he was the anchor for this team.
Yeah.
He was the anchor. Like, he held all the weight and just went completely off. Like, Pittsburgh Gamers, most of the problems came from just him. So
yeah.
It's going to be that. But, all right, we actually have an interview coming up. I'm not sure who it's with, but let's go ahead and see. I hope it's with my man Ranger. Let's see. Ranger, what's going on, buddy? How's it going?
Who else would it be with? How's it going?
It's going all right. It's good to see you again, my good friend. So,
Yeah.
First things first. The aggressive gameplay coming in from Embers within the first 2 to 3 rounds. I mean, I know they have VOD out there, not a lot as other Tier 1 teams. Was that a shock to you guys? Did you expect that type of confidence coming from them?
I think when they rushed first round, we just and kind of continued to do like a lot of super aggressive stuff on attack. We just kind of had an idea that they weren't super comfortable on the map. So we just decided like we're just gonna play the super default standard stuff, and if they can't break that, then there really isn't anything to worry about. So we just pretty much turtled on site every round and collected our rounds.
Yeah, so the thing about Rogue is that anybody can pop off at any time, man. Slashug, Shuttle, easily. You guys had to combine 32 kills with your top 3 players. As your identity on Rogue, how does that make you stand out against these other teams?
I mean, we got obviously a ton of individual talent on our team and a bunch of people who can pop off at any time. Like we saw last night during the Pro League game, Shuttle stepped up immensely. This game, like I think all Tyler, Slash, and Vert all had over 10 kills. So like obviously everyone on the team is a star in their own right and can pop off at any time. So, that's something we just kind of use. Like if there's a hot hand, like go ahead and peek stuff, take fights. And in this game, like defense, we just kind of had a little fun with it. Like Slash was fighting super aggressive at the wall on server.
Right.
Bert went and hid in the closet one round and got 2 kills with a knife. So, it was a fun game.
All right, so the last question, Ranger. Is the USN curse real? We need to know.
No, it's the online best of one curse. Online best of ones are an absolutely terrible format, so hopefully they stop doing those someday.
Well, we have the best of threes coming up soon, so hey, if you guys go ahead and win the finals, we'll see you in that. And hopefully you guys can pop off as well. But Ranger, it's been a pleasure as usual. I love you, man. And we'll see you if you guys win the last game of the night.
Yeah, I'll talk to you in like 2 hours then. Have a good night.
Okay. My mic's back on.
He came with the heat.
Dude,
Rogue has that swagger,
I respect the hell out of that, man.
They're ready.
I respect the hell out of that, man. Let me tell you.
Exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all of you for tuning in so far and watching such a great match. This is the overview of the stats. Clips, vertical, slash hug. I mean, you name it, they dominate, man.
Yeah, they performed extremely well, and I think the telltale sign for me is always going to be cost, because it tells you even like, look, Easley's 3-5, but he had a high effect on the round, 78%. Yeah. Whereas you look at the other side, Kilo, Forrest, and Intrinsic, 44%. If you guys don't know what cost means, it's basically everything that you can do: kills, objectives, assists, trades, like all of it. So that's a very, very large deficit coming from one side. But here's your guys' team stats for the evening. We got everything you guys could possibly want stat-wise for all you stats junkies out there. Thank you once again to CGG. We love you guys. Spencer, you're the man.
Oh, that's no doubt about it. But I'm going to give a shout-out to Pittsburgh Embers. Listen, you came in with your coach. You went against one of the best teams in the world, and you guys lost. Okay, we understand that. But you know what? We'll see you guys next time, because I'm sure you guys will enter once again. But Intrinsic, I want to see you do better than that French fry for Kills next time, right? I love you, man. I love you. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming up to the very first break of the day. And after that, we're going to get into game number 2, which is going to be Two-Face versus Our Bad.